So this is the article I'm talking about, David Sirota, and it's corporate lobbyists funnel cash to the House Democrats amid push to pass Trump's business initiatives. So you know that right before they stuck their thumb in the eye of the progressives by choosing Tom Perez over Keith Ellison to be the DNC chair, right before they did that, they also voted to reverse the Obama ban on corporate lobbyist money to the DNC, and now they're taking it. So they went the actually opposite way. So instead of getting more progressive, they got more corporate-y. They did, and now they're doing a tour together, which we're gonna talk about in just a sec. But David Sirota has uncovered even more malfeasance inside the DCCC, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee.
Nicely done.
Corporate lobbyists funnel cash to House Democrats amid push to pass Trump's business initiatives. So if you wonder why when you ask a Democrat what they stand for and they can't tell you what they stand for, we've showed you every time we went on the show, I think this year we've showed you a Democrat not being able to answer what do Democrats stand for. They always say something like this: well, if we lead with our values and if we have transparency, Trump is really bad and we're for good things and we're against bad things. So we've showed you that they do a version of that answer anytime you ask them what they stand for, no matter who it is, except for Bernie, right? And why do you think that is? It's because their donors aren't for single payer. It's because their donors aren't for free college. It's because their donors don't want to end the wars. It's because their donors don't want to break up the banks. So here is a story that shows you about all the money flowing into the DCCC, meaning the Congressional Democrats. So here we go. A filing last week by the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, the DCCC, shows 4 corporate lobbyists raised more than $380,000 for the organization, the primary campaign arm for the Democratic House candidates between January and March. So that doesn't sound like a lot of money. $380,000, that doesn't sound like a lot of money.
Well, they needed a lot of money to funnel to that Kansas
yes.
race.
That's true.
So
to support Thompson.
So let's try to put that in context, that $380,000, shall we? That 3-month figure is nearly 4 times as much as the amount lobbyists raised for the DCCC during the entire 2016 election. That's kind of giving it more of a perspective of how much money that was. I'm still kind of in the dark. Why is that a big deal? Well, the committee reported only about $100,000 in funds bundled by lobbyists in all of 2015. And 2016. So that is a radical shift for lobbyists bundling money to the DCCC, to the Congressional Democrats. That is a radical shift because in all of 2015 and all of 2016, they only bundled corporate lobbyists, only bundled $100,000. And now just 3 MFers did it between January and now. Just 3 did $380,000 of corporate bundled cash to the DCCC.
Now, Jimmy, I'm not good at predicting the future, but I'm guessing that as you progress with this article, you're going to explain that all these corporate donors have donated this money to the DCCC because they anticipate what a terrible threat Donald Trump is to the nation and how important it is to elect Democrats to stop Donald Trump and stop his agenda, right? That's why they're supporting Democrats.
It turns out, Malcolm, much to my chagrin, that is not why they're doing it.
Have I missed the mark? Am I wrong on this? Well, educate me, Jimmy.
It turns out that they're doing it because they actually want to get some Democrats to support Trump's bullshit initiatives.
Wait, they want to get Democrats to support Trump? That sounds crazy.
It sounds nuts.
These are Democrats, Jimmy.
Unify.
Progressives who get things done.
By the way, in all, the DCCC reported raising $31 million in the first quarter of 2017. Just so you know. Get this, Tony Podesta, who founded that's John Podesta's brother. John Podesta, by the way, he's that jagoff whose email that they're saying Russia hacked into, and that's, according to Rachel Maddow, Russia hacking into John Podesta's email is an international act of war. That's what Rachel Maddow says because she's lost her fucking mind and people are starting to notice. So that's John Podesta's email was the one hacked into, and then WikiLeaks revealed all those emails. And what did they reveal? They revealed the collusion between the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign. They also revealed a lot of things like, for instance, they also revealed that Hillary Clinton had a public position and she had a private position. And which one do you think was real? They revealed a lot of stuff. They also, so those were those emails. So his brother is a huge super dude lobbyist who, Tony Podesta, who founded the Podesta Group lobbying firm, has raised $131,000 for the DCCC and donated $5,000 to the committee so far this year. His client list, who does he represent? Why would he be donating thousands and thousands of dollars to the DCCC? Like, what kind of stuff, what kind of influence does he try to peddle? What is he trying to get done? Well, if you look right here, according to this article, his client list includes frickin' Walmart, Wells frickin' Fargo, as well as defense contractors Lockheed Martin and BAE Systems. Isn't that frickin' interesting? That's John Podesta's brother is raising all this money for the DCCC, and yet he's also representing all these corporations that the Democrats used to stand up against and want to regulate. But it turns out they're taking money from the people they're supposed to be regulating. And how much regulation do you think is going to actually happen? I'm going to guess. Hey, MSNBC just hired Megyn Kelly to make sure Santa Claus stays white. If you're sick of that kind of bullshit lefty corporatism from the news, support aggressive progressives right here at the Young Turks Network. You become a member for $10 a month. It gets you access to the whole show. We do an hour every week, and it gets you access to all the other member benefits at the Young Turks. Stick your thumb in the eye of the corporate news and become a member of TYT Network. Go to tytnetwork.com/join and find out what it's all about.